In today's video, I wanted to speak about how there is an agenda when it comes to the films that are put out today. Like, there's always an agenda in terms of like gender roles, and what you'll see is that they have flipped the roles. So you have the woman playing the role of the man and the man playing the role of the woman. So the man is more so taking a back seat while the women are leading. So I'm just gonna play a clip from the movie G20, and for those, it seems like a popular movie, so you probably have already seen it. But I'm just gonna play a clip where it's a scene with the father and the two children. The mother is off, fighting, somewhere else in another scene, but the father has the children, and his role was to protect the children. All right, not necessarily lead and fight the outsiders, but to protect the children, which is the role of the mother. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Why aren't the police storming in to save us?
It doesn't work like that. Too many high-value hostages. They just can't storm the gates. Or we just have to hang tight. This is how your mom would want us to play it.
So I'm gonna just pause it right there when he says this is how your mom would want us to play this. He's already like being very passive, and the mother is in the role of leadership and the model of the standard of what should be. So your mother wouldn't, so it's like referencing the mother as if, oh, this is what your mother would want of us to do. She's not the lead. She's not supposed to be the lead. So it's like that's actually the father's role. He's the one they're supposed to be saying, like, this is what the father wants us to do.
But mom would not just hang tight. Mom would be doing something.
Yeah, let's hope she is.
So even the daughter saying that to her father is very disrespectful, saying that, oh, our mother wouldn't be sitting back, she would be doing something, as if the father is not doing anything,
Every network is down. They must have jammed them.
It must be something. Or the terrorists wouldn't be able to get their message out.
I mean, they have to have a hidden weapon.
And you see how the daughter is so vocal? The son is not barely saying anything, but the daughter is speaking, projecting her ideas. Well, we should be doing this and we should be doing that. Like, questioning the father. It should be the son that is taking that leadership position. So my views and what I'm speaking on is based on the hierarchy of Torah. So you have Yah, the creator, you have man, woman, then children. But the men are higher in terms of the hierarchy, so they're the ones that are supposed to be leading. So if you have a male child and he's older, like, it doesn't matter if he's younger, like, well, it depends on how young, but he would be the one that is leading. So it's just kind of interesting how they have the daughter being more vocal instead of the son. So that's even another like indication. It's very subtle, like how they do these things, slowly programming people to slowly accept these concepts of this is how the little girls and women should function, and this is how young men and men should function. So the roles are reversed.
Wi-Fi network, I mean, they have to. The TVs were still working. I can pull components from the TV satellites and maybe we can have the remote network.
Right, she's the intelligent one, right? Not saying that women cannot be intelligent. No, I'm not saying that. But just based on this movie, why? Like, why did they choose the daughter to play this role as opposed to the son? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's an agenda behind it.
So maybe we can have the remote network.
You can unhook it?
Serena,
Wait.
See, and then when the son, her brother says, Serena, wait. She doesn't wait. She just keeps on going. No respect for masculinity. So they're teaching young girls at a very young age, you don't have to listen to your brother. You don't even have to listen to your father.
Hey, where are you going?
Serena.
Hey, where are you going? Serena.
Right. She don't even have to listen to the father either, right? She just completely ignore him. Very disrespectful. Young girls should always listen to their father. They are the authority.
Be careful!
Are you sure we're related?
See, if you even picked up on that when he said, are you sure we're related? So what are you trying to say? Like, my sister is so intelligent, so beyond me that she can't possibly be related to me because I'm so dumb. It's just like so like it's so blatant to me at this point when I see this type of dynamic in movies. For me, like, I don't get any joy out of watching these type of movies. And it was a very entertaining movie, but I just see the agenda in it, and it just takes away from the me fully enjoying the movie, because I'm just like, here we go again. There's always this narrative, you know. So that concludes the clip, but I just wanted to do a little narration on that movie, or just a clip of the movie, because there are so many films that depict role reversal, you know. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a young woman or a woman having a certain skill set, but in the movie they are purposely putting the women in position to lead. So it's backwards, and they're training people in this society to view that as the norm. For women such as myself and other women out there who value men protecting and leading, and they value a righteous man who is the head of the household, we don't want, it causes like women like us to suffer, or those of us who are not like covered and protected. It causes women like that to suffer, because meanwhile they're grooming society, women and men, to think that men playing a backseat role is okay. So then women who are looking for protection, looking for guidance, they suffer because they can't find it, because people are being, in this society, is being groomed not to be what it is that women who need leadership are looking for. So very, very damaging. So this is not something that, for sisters who are looking for a man, a godly man, one who is righteous, one who will protect you and guide you and lead you, this is not the model. This is not what you want. This is not what you want. And you don't want a beta male. You want an alpha male, you know. And you don't want someone who is comfortable with being weak, you know. But if you watch films like this, and you'll see in a lot of different films, is grooming people to think that this is okay, and it's not okay. I hear a lot of women complain that they want protection and the men are supposed to protect us. As soon as they get into a dangerous situation, they may speak and say like, oh, on this independence thing. But as soon as they're in danger, they're like, oh, the men are supposed to protect us. But it's like, you have to value a man being an alpha, being in that dominant position. You have to value that. As a wise woman, you just have to be aware of the agenda and stand firm on what you know is right. There are certain sectors that it's okay for women to lead, and that's when it comes to the homestead, leading younger women and children, not leading men. So meanwhile, you have the main character fighting out there. She's fighting like the enemy. She's fighting other men, whereas the father is supposed to be fighting other men. The woman, or the mother, she was supposed to be the one protecting the children and making sure that they're safe and stuff like that. So she's still protecting, she's still leading, but it's like they flipped it. Like, I know some people in society, they don't believe in what they would call old-fashioned or gender roles or whatever. They believe it's outdated or whatever, but roles are created for a reason. You have to have someone doing something. You have to have job assignments. You have to have someone, each person responsible for doing you have to have each person responsible for doing certain tasks, and those tasks have to cater to what we was created as. That just makes the most logical sense. If we're using logic and not emotion, that just makes the most sense. If you were created as the most strongest physically, then logical common sense would tell you that that person should play the role as the one that's doing the physical protecting, because they're stronger. So it's like, it's a disrespect to the creator to say like, I don't appreciate what you created me as, and so I'm gonna try to be something else. So hopefully, if something in this video resonated with you, feel free to share your comments and what do you think about movies today. And if you like this video, subscribe, comment, share the video. And again, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What are some of the things that you see? Right, peace.